Set and action.
Man, but like I was saying, bro, you say you done put in the work to prove you still top 5, bro. Who else doing it harder than you? I don't see nobody.
I don't know if I even consider sure I work hard. I'm a hard worker. I don't know if I don't know if we're playing the same game. You know, that's my thing. You know, like I don't know if niggas is playing the same game that I'm playing in this. You know, like I speak all the time about like the arena of, you know, like if you're not in it, then you're like literally not in it, you know? Like the cool part is I'm finding like fellow peers and shit. Like I'm finding people that care to be really good at rapping.
That's so insulting, bro.
Slowly, you know, like it's like it's a process in meeting these people, but I'm finding them. I'm giving them credit for, you know, that verse was really good, you know. But
right.
like, you know, like you can ask like my team of people, like when we're in the studio, like I'm looking at it like a whole, like I don't think that we're playing the same game. You know, like I think like a nigga coming in there rapping, trying to be repetitive or whatever he's trying to be to the ear and the listener. Like he's not coming in there like, okay, so look, the bridge needs to build up like this first, and then we're gonna take this. There's spaces in between my words, so we have to fill that. I want you to drop the beat on this line right here, so I can be more dramatic. Okay, I added an extra thought to this bar right here on purpose. So we need to disguise it some kind of way before it goes back down into the hook like this. And then I want you to take my levels and I want you to make it sound like this for concert. I want the hook to be louder. And then we take it down a little bit so the production could just ease us out of there. That's like my normal thing. Niggas not, like you in there like, hey fam, load that bitch up, fam. Load me up. Load me up, fam. I'm finna hit that out. And that be the difference with me and niggas. Like, especially where we from. Like, nigga, you know, like I'm like, it ain't about me standing by. Like, I am serious. Like, skills. When I'm talking about skills to his music thing, rap, the sector of rap. I was with Juicy J and Robert Glasper in New York last month.
Facts.
Right, we were talking about we're talking about music, you know. Like my thing is even to be physically in a conversation like that and hold your own. You know, we're talking music, we're talking stanza and shit. Me, Juicy J, and Robert Glasper. Shout out to Wolf Gray, too, my guy. He was with me, Jillian. You know, all my guys were with me. We're talking music, like
amongst those people,
like the fact that in jazz you have to pronounce the whole word. If there's an ER on the end, it's very vital that you pronounce the ER in jazz particular. And it's the shit, like, y'all wouldn't know where to go in that conversation. No. You know what I'm saying? So it's
be stuck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like skills, I'm talking like actually like being good at like the craft itself, you know? And you can gauge that however you want to. That's why I say I don't know if me and niggas is playing the same game. Because, you know, y'all might be trying to, I don't know what y'all are trying to be the best at, you know? I think that, like, pen to pad, the words and connection, and even, like, the whole aura that I've been painting, you know? Like, people are telling me, like, I got this eccentric, like, bougie trap feel that they've been getting, I guess. I guess it's probably due to the traveling and shit like that.
You remind me of, like, a Larry June with a cross of Kanye. But still got that southern twang in it, because you still do a lot of Houston references, but you like I say.
That's the whole thing. That's why I'm like, he's from Houston? I'm like, nigga, what?
He's from Houston?
I might reference Houston like every 6 bars or so. I'm a real Houston nigga. Right. Like, I'm really outside in Houston for real, with real Houston niggas doing real, like, Houston shit for real. More than niggas that's from Houston rapping like we was in the club the other night, right? I've realized like this epiphany in a sense. Like I've like transitioned now from being like, okay, we in the club, I'm with my thugs. It's just standard habitat. We're all thugs. We're just in the club with my thugs. To like now, I am the rapper amongst my thugs. And it feels like that. And I get, received like that. Like, you know, niggas like, no, y'all watch out. Y'all watch out, the owl coming in. Y'all You know, like he's here for the pictures. You know,
Right.
like he's make sure to get him
Please,
in here. You know, we was like 12 deep the other day. I had like probably 12 people with me. It's like 50 people in the section, so it's like nowhere to stand, sit, everything. I was talking about this the other day with Angel. Like, I'm at a point where, okay, people are pulling me into the section, right? My people are pulling me into the section. Yeah. My other 11 people that are with me, following me, I don't even want to use the word, but they're with me. We're moving together. I'm providing the direction in the club. Okay, they're pulling me so into the section that I am like becoming separate from the people I actually pulled up with. And I'm at like a point where it's like, I had the option to like receive the love that's being presented by them singling me out, I guess, like, make sure you get in here, while also like being this leader and making sure that my people that came with me are good and shit. And it's like, receive the love that's there. I believe it's genuine. You know, a lot of it is like newer, I guess, more recent. So like, don't, accept it, you know, accept it. Yeah. There you go. You know, feel it out. Like, you know, actually, you know, and that's why, I guess it's I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is for, you know, I don't know what it is for people. You know, for me, the subject that's actually doing it, like, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. You know, like I'm doing in my head what I'm supposed to do.
You said that on one of those, you've been doing a lot of monologues and just talking about this. On one of your outros, you had said that you like, if it's over right now, I feel like I've done what I was supposed to do. I'm supposed to be here. I don't know, you just was really like on some preaching shit, like on one of your monologues. I like that you do that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you give people a different side of you.
Even speaking to that point, I guess it's the same point, because like, I don't know if me and niggas in comparison are playing the same game. I really am not sure for real. Like, I don't know what your plan is in music and shit. Like, you know, I don't know what y'all niggas are chasing in music. I'm not sure. I'm chasing like some shit that is like, you can't even just start it if you decided to do it. You can't just start it right now. It had to, like, you know, it comes from like, you know, I always speak on like the talent show from middle school. I was rapping in middle school, learning how to write bars the right way and shit. We had original production. And I'm like really considering elements of performance and shit as a 7th grader. So like, how y'all niggas is real musicians, if you will. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how, you know? So I don't know, you know, I don't know what they gauge that with, you know, like shit. I don't know if it's like a numbers thing, if it's a numbers thing or a money thing, a clout thing, and following thing, whatever it is, you know, like shit, what are we talking about? I got paid racks for the rapping, you feel me? They at the end of the show, they give it to me in an envelope. I did that over and over again. So like shit, I don't know, like, that makes me valid in the space, you know? Like, oh, like the homies be like, oh, no, we pros now. Like, we pros now. I'm like, shit, I've been a pro the whole time, you know? Like, but I guess, like, from the outside, you feel that. And, you know, like, I had all the homies with me when I got, like, the House of Blues back in. After the sold out show, House of Blues. I had, like, the whole hood with me, like, 30 niggas with me. I had them in there purposefully to see me receive the back end envelope, like, yeah, nigga, like, yeah, I get paid for rapping, and not in a sense of like, it's to show, it's always in by way of like inspiration. Like, I want to do it like to show y'all, like, nah, nigga, like, I'm doing what I told y'all I do. I'm not doing nothing that I didn't say I don't want to do. You know, and there is like a positive. There is something that happens, you know, like, and you know, niggas paying me cash, you know what I'm saying, hundreds and fifties right after the rapping. And the homie was like, you know, he like pulled me to the side after we went out and shit, like, you see how you just like got them racks by just jumping around on stage with your friends and shit, smoking weed and screaming? Like, that is amazing to me, you know, friend to friend, you know? I'm like, okay, that, you know, so I think of it more like, I'm always, you know, thinking as an author or a poet of some kind, you know? I'm thinking in cursive and shit. So, like, I think of it as, like, volumes of inspiration. Of course we're pros, you know? Like,
I like that.
you know?
Yeah, man. You talking that game, been in traffic with the homie Boldy, man.
Ooh, that's the
that,
boy.
man.
What's
Shout
up to
out
my
Boldy
nigga
James.
Big Blocks, man? From the first Backstreets interview to the second one to
Man.
everyone I do, man. Shout out to my nigga, my big
Boldy.
bro, my dog. Reached down, pulled me up. You know,
Got a lot of history together too, man. I don't know if you want to share any of that, but man,
Blocks. I mean, he's in my head. He's like top 2 or 3 in this subcategory of rap that we're in. Yeah, I would say like Boldy recognized, I guess, that like, okay, he's. I don't know what his thought process was. You know, it's kind of like a hopeful thing from my standpoint. You know, all independent artists, we do the same music, I guess. I mean, not that we do that. We operate in the same realms, and I shot him a record. You know, he shot it back. I was just amazed that he even recognized the work that I put into, and not so much like surprised, literally like amazed, amazed at the work we put in. Like, damn. We said, Boldy would sound good on this record. I wonder, can we make it happen? And they made it happen. That is amazing, you know? But yeah, shout out to Boldy, man. You know, y'all go watch Ben in Traffic, stream it.
I love it.
Everybody's, you know, I would say like single-handedly, that's how it started. It triggered like that string of shows I did, you know, and the paid features or anything that people's been asking me. I just want to say the whole year, since the music's been out, I credit to, sure, me and my team and our work, but like, I credit him a lot, you know? That's like my top pinned post on Instagram, you know? And it'll stay that way because it's more than just like a feature for me. He's like the top of what I really do in my eyes. So for him just to recognize like, yeah, we do the same thing. We can, you know? I just saw him at the Flog Knock with Alchemist last week. It was like 40,000 people there or some shit. He's out there just, you know, that is the inspiration for me, you know? And him being like a peer of mine or just being in relation at all, musically, anything, you know? I'll flip that if it wasn't even rapping, you know? Like, he's just the man. So, yeah, shout out to Boldy.
Just select him. Like, you could work with a lot of people, but you seem like you're very selective with who you work with.
Yeah, and I think he's like that too, you know? Like, it's not a lot of people that got Boldy records, you know? Especially in Houston, as far as Detroit is from Houston. First of all, nobody has a Boldy record outside of Bun B and Sauce Walker's on the feature with Boldy. Okay. But somebody featuring Boldy James, along with the video and the collab post on Instagram, and he calls me and like we talking shit. I would say like me and nobody else. But that's a testament of like, yeah, you know, that is the good rapping that a nigga be like doing over and over again.
My boy came with his shit, his interview, man, Backstreets with Cole.
Backstreets with Cole, we at the crib.
On a serious note, man, your homeboy, man, they got Blocker.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
I always want to like shed light on my nigga Blocker because he's like a inspiration. I mean, from close and then now he's gone. He's like an inspiration from far, but he's still something that I'll like hold down forever. Part of it is like me and him ran up a lot of money together out there in LA. You feel me? I'd speak more about it now as he's like not here to tell his half. So I just speak for both of us. Me and the nigga was getting money in Cali. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a long time. And consistently. And, like, we stayed honest with each other and shit. You know, we never fell off. From the time we met each other, we agreed to, like, keep it 100, whatever that may be. You know, like, hey, don't, you know, if there's an error of some kind, tell me, don't hide it from me type vibe. Gotcha. And we just stayed like that and ran up so much money. It's so crazy. Like, our thing was the money and the friendship of that we had between each other. Whole time, he's like a really big deal artist out of Nickerson Gardens in LA. Like J-Rock, TDE, took him on tour when they do the TDE Christmas thing in Watts. He is the like local star. And I didn't even, me and him are so close like this, I didn't even tap so much into the musician that was him because me and him are just friends. Like, we're real friends. And it's so crazy. Like, we didn't even do music together, yet I have, like, a whole network of people in L.A. through him. He's, like, You know, he considered me in some ways like his right hand man because we just stuck to like being productive for the whole,
And
you
he was
know,
from
3,
back out in LA?
4 years.
He was from LA?
Yeah, he's from LA. He's from Watts. My nigga Blanco, rest in peace. No handouts, forever. Like, shout out everybody over in there in that camp, you know, like my nigga Python P, Absol, Fresh,
Okay.
shit, all them niggas, you know, Smoothly, Young LA, obviously my nigga Hit, and all the rest of the homies from in LA, you know, but specifically Blanca's like,
Rest in peace.
you know, he's something I always reference. Like Absol on his new album references, Absol on his old album references, and you know, and so I feel like that's him. That's an example of them keeping him alive, and then like they have a different relationship with him. They grew up with him. You know, I'm not from Cali. You know, they're from Cali. They grew up in Carson together. Right. They you know they hold him a certain way. I think it's so crazy that I hold him to the same high level, and me and him knew each other a lot shorter, and I know that it's equal. Like, he viewed me the same way. So, like, he's bringing me around, like I said, the studio, me and Absol and Python P, and those are just his mans. So when we are introduced, he's like, yes, my man's right here, my right-hand mans, you know? I know if he was still here, we would probably be touring with Absol coming up 2025. I might be on the stage with him doing his backup vocals.
Still gonna be doing it.
Yeah. We'll do it anyway. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway.
This one more crazy because I know my boy shooting the time crazy. Do you consider yourself a backpack rapper?
I don't even know what that is. You know, like I think that the term is used in hip hop to kind of there's a connotation to it as like it's like a maybe like a geek type vibe.
Geek or negative,
you know?
Yeah.
Like there's some negative tone to it.
But,
I don't know if negative the word,
because I'm like,
but they wouldn't use it like trying to. I don't think this is the thing. The real person that I am, the actual human I am, you know, like I could never, you know. So whether it's, you know, like I'm like Hustler's Ambition 3.0 in real life, you know. Like I'm like young 50 and Get Rich or Die Trying, like
Curtis,
like in the booth, like any meeny money mo. Kitchen. That's how I am in real life. Like, that's what I'm really am. You know, like, I'm not, I don't know, you know, it's because I speak with such vernacular or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Like, I travel, you know, I have a passport. So I'm, you know.
Talk about that, man. That's one of my last little questions on here, Mo. I'm going to go back to it, man. Why we as black people don't get a lot of passports, and what is Passport Player?
Passport Player, that's a record that I wrote.
What's that about, bro?
Passport Player, that's a record I wrote in Europe.
Europe, you hear that, people?
Yeah, it was just on my mind. I was just at the hotel. Dom sent me some beats and was like, you know, let me know what you do. You know, you're 7 hours ahead in Italy. So like, whatever time it was here, he was like, if you're up over there, let me know what you think about this. And I did that song like pen and pad. Like I didn't even write that on the phone. I just wrote it with pencil with the hotel pencil and the hotel notebook, you know. It's just kind of, like I said, they calling me the Passport Plays man. In the H-land, we wavy like queen hands. You know, like I was that's how I was feeling elegant in a sense, you know? So it was just my thoughts.
That's the one with a turn a op nigga into a hologram.
What I say? Turn a op
nigga into a hologram. I don't know which
turn
one.
Turn a op nigga into a, whatever. Yeah, you know, it's like, it's so many bars.
Bars you be having in between the fucking lyrics.
Turn a op nigga into a hologram. I don't even know, but shit, if that's the case, yeah. You know, like, yeah. Passport Player, I wrote that in Europe. Shout out to Dom, shout out to Trail, shout out to...
Who else you shouting out, man?
Doji. I guess I need to shout out like all my people. I have a lot of people, you know. Shout out Wolf, shout out Mad, shout out Austin, shout out...
Shout out Austin, that's the guy behind the camera?
Yeah, that's my camera guy. Shout out Austin. Shout out my sister, my nephew, my mama, my granny.
Thank y'all, man.
Mad, Wolf, who else? Joey, Julian, Dallas, everybody, you know, Rudy, everybody that is involved in my musical quest for greatness. Shout out to everybody. Backstreets we call. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's the the house edition, man. These people out here living large.
For sure, shout out to Hood the Gang, shout out Dre Brazy.
Thank y'all, man, for real.
My nigga DCAB, Keith Flair, the whole hood, everybody you know, Free
y'all
Tello.
go more city up.
Yeah, you know, hey, we
ain't
going
gonna
up,
cap with
and
y'all,
it's
bro.
going crazy. Shout out my nigga Buck 45, all my guys, man. I gotta do this on camera because they be like, man, shout out nigga
Show a
out.
nigga
You know what I'm
some
saying?
love,
Make
bro.
sure to plug a nigga up there when you on
Big
back
H-Town
streets with
shit.
cold, plug a nigga real quick. You
Nah,
know?
for real.
So shout out to the game, man. I'm glad you pulled up to the house.
Man, I thank you,
And
bro.
thank you for being here. And
Can't wait for part 4 and 5, bro. This was live.
yeah, we'll keep going. You know, this is Back Streets with Cole, the YouTube. This is Andre, the LifeWasCrazy.com. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We got more bags to get. We are out of here.